I am going to mention there are a whole lot of Tengu. That is not a hint at playable Tengu. Playable Tengu are not a thing in End of Dragons.
Tengu in Guild Wars knows that they used to live in many parts of Kantha, in Kaining, in Xingjie, and
So there is no Tengu in Guild Wars 2 End of Dragons. Well, there's no playable Tengu race within this new expansion, and that's totally something that we have all seen. I mean, I think if this was a big feature, ArenaNet would have presented that to us within the first live stream of announcing the new expansion. If you log into the game right now, you'll see that all the Tengu currently present, they all kind of look the same. There's really no drastic appearance when it comes to how they physically look. As we're starting to see more End of Dragon footage, we see that Tengu have some more appearances to them, and that's a really good sign. That's right, this little fluffy bird right here is a super good indicator that Tengu could be a playable race in the foreseeable future. Let me explain. Ruby specifically said Tengu aren't playable within End of Dragons. End of Dragons is a time frame. It's an expansion slot. And they have specifically said that they're going to continue making content after End of Dragons. Now really put yourself within a game studio's shoes, right? If you want to make a new playable race, there's a lot of things you need to do. You need to make more customization options. You need to make sure all the armor and weapons in the game can fit properly onto this new race's skeleton rig without anything clipping or making it look really weird on the character. And there are hundreds and hundreds of skins that they need to make sure fit these new Tengu models if they're going to make them playable. Like really, this is a lot of work to do. I know I'm not a developer and probably neither are you, but there's so much work going into making sure every single piece and detail fits a brand new model. Not to mention, they're going to need to make a whole bunch of different animations for all the different weapons that the Tengu will wield and how they interact with these weapons in their characters' hands. So, there's a lot of work cut out for ArenaNet in order to make a brand new playable race for us to enjoy. And there's already a bunch of work within the game's client that shows this type of work is currently being worked on. Maybe this is only for NPCs within End of Dragons, but it looks like the Tengu are being tailored to make sure they fit all the different armor types in the game. Credit goes to that shaman who has data mined these types of assets from the game's client. He does this with a bunch of different updates in the game. I'll leave his Twitter in the bio below. It's interesting to see that the armor that is made for Char can be put onto Tengu models, or it looks like that's the route that ArenaNet is going for. Now, I know some of you might be a little sad that you won't be able to run around the game as your very own Tengu, but we're already getting so much content within this new expansion. Fishing, skiffs, the siege turtle, and so much more that the developers haven't shown us yet. So just be patient. Maybe with due time, you'll be able to run around as your own bird person within the game. But until then, stay hydrated, gamers.